Every client that I work with, I consider myself like a major cog of their business, and it takes me a long time to build a meaningful relationship. And a lot of the time, I need to be there witnessing their work. A lot of the time, I'll actually book myself in for their services, whatever those services might be. I'll be the first one to book in for the dental client. The accounting client will do my tax return. I was member zero at the boxing gym. With every client, I try to utilize their services. I'll order the pest controller. I'll order the electrician to install a split system for me. The window installer to fix my broken windows, to change my sliding doors. The metal fabricator to make my saunas that I want to make. So this helps me, one, build a meaningful relationship with the client, but also truly understand the services that are being offered and the journey, the onboarding journey, the client relationship, a lot of the time there's problems, like things need to be changed, things need to be fixed. It's business, it's people. And I've just spent the last 3 hours at a cosmetic clinic interviewing the founder. Now, this helps me in so many areas. So, in the last 15 years, a lot of the time, the way we make content for a website is we go look at the top websites in Canada, we go look at the top websites in London and Sydney and Melbourne and any English speaking country when I've got this swipe file of the best dental sites, right? There's only a certain amount of ways that you can explain what a dentist does and what teeth whitening are, right? Of course, there's a questionnaire of how long have you been in business, what do you specialize in, what are your, bread and butter services, what brands do you, brand building questions that help us make unique content. Content has to be unique. So we're not talking about plagiarism here. We're talking about a lot of the time the tradies, the businesses don't have time to sit down and write what their services are because they've been written out a million times over. So in this case, what I do is I actually create 300 questions. The way I create these questions is I visit Google's quality rating guidelines. There's a PDF that you can actually download. It's quite comprehensive. And what I've done is I've summarized the tips of that PDF, and I've basically generated 100 questions to ask the business that proves expertise, authority, experience, and trust. So these are the initial 100 questions. Now, a lot of the time we don't need to ask all of these 100 questions because you get the person talking and they cover other points along the way. These are just basic talking points. Now, before I dive into the topics and the questions I was just asking the cosmetic clinic, we get a camera, an SLR camera. Unfortunately, this SLR was overheating, 10 minutes and then 5 minutes and then another 5 minutes into the shoot. So quality is going to be all over the place. But the extreme value that I receive from this is not so much the video, it's the transcript of the founder, the business owner, showing their passion and their words that they use to promote their services. There's no better person than the one in the trenches doing the work, who is also the owner, to explain what they do and why they do it and the benefit of what they do. It's kind of like me talking about websites and Google ads and Facebook ads. It's what I do. I'm the founder and I love doing it, so I can talk about this forever. And so these questions, the answers from these questions from the transcript end up being a barrel for us to dip into when we need to create main page content for the website, blogs, service pages, geo pages, ads for Facebook ads, because we can forever dip into this text as the most accurate from the business, right? So we're not regurgitating, rewriting competitor stuff, which is what everyone does. Let's face it. If a laser clinic's the biggest company in Australia in this space, Their ads are precise. It's a no-brainer to go and just regurgitate their ads. I mean, that's what you should be doing, okay? Because there's only a certain amount of ways you can explain what laser hair removal is, right? But this interview, one, I spent time with the business owner, and I've really become a cog in their business, and I don't know if it's the right word, but I'm like a third wheel in their business, because at the end of the day, a lot comes from the website, inquiries, showing up on Google Maps, showing up on Google organic results, Google ads, Facebook ads, other stuff. So these questions, now in this case, there were 300 questions. There were 100 questions about the brand, the journey, and the why, right? Then there were a further 100 questions on the services being offered, right? And then in this case, because this particular cosmetic clinic is super successful, they're always looking for talent. So there's an employment section of the website that we're building out, where I'd like a welcoming video and obviously the text of the kind of candidates that we're looking for, what expectations and education we need from them. So if I go through these there are category questions. So on the expertise, EEAT, expertise, experience, authority, and trust. We have 10 business overview and purpose questions. So questions like, what inspired you to establish business in Sydney or Melbourne, right? How do your services help clients achieve their beauty and confidence goals? Obviously, this is a cosmetic clinic, right? What led you to focus on advanced skincare and cosmetic treatments? So each video, each clip can go for 2 to 3 minutes. Now, this makes for some gangster FAQ videos and answers. So bonus points if the video quality is really good, if the sound is really good. This makes for like unlimited content for socials, for the website, FAQ. Imagine if every page of your website that talks about a different service, you're an accountant, you're talking about individual tax returns, there's a video above the fold where you're talking about individual tax returns and you're going through the questions that are more commonly asked. What can I deduct? Blah, 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 all the other kind of stuff. So there's 10 questions on business overview. There's 10 questions on expertise and industry knowledge, right? Your education. Why should we trust who you are? What did you do for us to become an authority on this topic, on this space? Then we talk a little bit about products and services, but products and services gets its own section. Customer experience and trust. So, what's your consultation process like? How do you onboard clients? What are your common concerns clients have about aesthetic treatments, right? Then we move over to reputation, authority. We move over to company culture and the team. What's it like to work with you? The team, how do you train the team up? Process and operations, can you describe the treatment protocol development process? So it's like, how do you guys develop the treatment step by step, guidelines and stuff like that. Customer and market insights, content communication and strategy, future goals and aspirations, where are you taking this clinic? Are you expanding multi-locations and stuff like that? Trust, compliance, security. Then we move over to the individual services. So for example, 10 questions on skin needling, 10 questions on medical grade peels, radio frequency, LED treatment. So we're actually dissecting the questions, and the founder is this is what they've been doing for the last 10, 15, 20 years, right? This is their passion. They have all of the stories about the different skin conditions and how we treat this and how we resolve this. It's so important to get this stuff right early on, because now I can dip into this forever, right? All of the different services that they offer, and then there are career growth and development questions. I got 100 here. So training and education, work environment, compensation and benefits, professional requirements, client interaction, team collaboration, performance and growth, innovation and technology, work-life integration are all of the elements of anyone looking for a job. They want to know a lot of these things, like, is there work from home with laser hair removal? Can you do laser hair removal from home? Obviously not. You get the gist. So it's all covered. Even though this isn't technically my job, this is just the quickest way, the best way I've found that I get meaningful, accurate content for the website. Spend time with the business owner, truly understanding what they do. I'm at the location, I'm meeting other people, I'm learning nuggets of what it would be like for a real client to come through the door. That helps me sell the place. Is essentially what I'm doing is I'm marketing, I'm selling the place using pixels, Google ads, Facebook ads, SEO, right? So anyone running a digital marketing agency, marketing campaigns, a lot of the things that we do is we do nerdy things behind the screen and we click those buttons that are essential. But it's the relationships that you build with those clients, and spending time with the clients helps you uncover those nuggets that can help that business succeed quicker. Hope that helps.